Let's talk. I have a few things on my mind. Let me just say what the topics are for this discussion. I want to talk about my experience with Steam It. I recently today I woke up to a whole bunch of flags, which I kind of like was prepared for that. It was a 50-50 chance that that would happen. I also want to talk about like what I'm doing right now. My family and everything. What else? Maybe tax. I'll talk about that a little bit because that's going on too. So, what am I talk about first? Well, right now I'm doing something me and my family that we talked about doing back in like November, and in December we decided to go ahead and do it. We were supposed to leave in the early January to start doing this, and things got hectic, so we waited until things calmed down, and now we're doing it. But the thing is, even though I'm not earning any crypto right now, right? The only way I'm going to earn crypto right now is if the market goes up, and whatever the thing I'm holding, which is like BCC, is all I have. I have DAV too, but I don't have as much faith in DAV as far as it recovering, because as I do in BCC, it's like I feel like BCC is obligated to recover. It's like there is no way that they should or could or would leave this blockchain to die. Like, it just doesn't make sense because of all the support it has worldwide, right? And so, but DAV is something, whereas it's only been out for a little bit, the incentive to continue may not be there as much as BCC. So my DAV holdings, which ended up, you know what it is, the reason why I don't have a bunch of money right now is because I put too much money in DAV. I really fucked up with DAV, fucked up big time. Shit, that was that they. Anyways, back up off of that. So and BCC actually went up today. It was trading at $2.30. It's over $3 now. I looked at the chart. It looks good. For me, I'm looking at it. I'm not even thinking about selling any until it reaches. If it reaches like $100, then I'll be like, oh, thank goodness. But beyond that, I have enough right now to do what I'm doing right now for about 4 months. 4 months. If the market stays good, if the market goes down, then I probably could, after about 5 months, I would be in a situation where I've decided that at the worst case scenario, I could buy a trailer home and ride it out in a trailer home. Ride it out. And that'd be interesting. I've had lots of friends. I've lived in trailer home communities. I had a house. In fact, I live in a community, right, where I had a red brick house where my mom's boyfriend built the house himself. I had a red brick house, and all the other houses were trailer homes, big ones, big trailer homes. And so I had lots of friends who lived in trailer homes, and trailer homes are cool, man. It's like it looks weird outside, but inside is just like a house. So in my mind, that's where that would be the last resort for me. That's even better than say living in my mom's house or something like that. A trailer home would even be better. I think a trailer home would be an interesting experience. But anyways, that's the worst case scenario. So I woke up this morning to a bunch of flags on Steam from Bernie Sanders, and I gotta agree with Bernie, because I've been on Steam since the beginning, since Steam started. Since the first payout of Steam. All right, I was there before the first payout, right? And about a year after that, the first flag war started. Or maybe, the first flag war started, maybe 6 months down the line. And it was Bernie Sanders, Ned, Dan, and a few others. And me standing on the outside, watching what's going on over a period of time, doing research, I came to a conclusion in my own mind that Bernie Sanders and Ned, the CEO, is the same person. That's only in my mind, though, because I look at it like, Ned is such a nice guy, and he's so good, and he's so cool, he's like the coolest guy, you know. And then Bernie Sanders now is Ned's alter ego, whereas Bernie Sanders protects Steemit, and he does it in a very hardcore way. And it's like, I see myself, if I was Ned, I would either be Bernie Sanders or have somebody that I'm really, really close to that I say, all right, man, you're going to be Bernie Sanders, you know, and you're going to take care of shit and make sure Steemit doesn't get, you know, blah, 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 right? So whatever Bernie Sanders says, I'm always going to agree with that. And that's that, you know. He's looking out for Steemit, right? And flagging me, and especially flagging Trayvon, is actually looking out for Steemit, because right now, my name, his name, there's a lot of heat on our names. And, you know, it's not good to bring that type of heat to Steem. You know, I even talked to Trey about that. I was like, yo, Trey, man, you know, just leave Steem alone, because, you know, it's a young project, man. You know, I want Steemit to be successful. I don't want to bring any negative flow or anything, you know, to it. So, you know, one interesting thing is that I never knew what a security was, right? And then now that I know, and I think a lot of people in the crypto space are actually learning this now, because I thought to myself then, you know, if BitConnect was a unlicensed security, that's what's being said. Any lending program is an unlicensed security, because an unlicensed security is something where you lock the money up and you promise an interest. But it becomes a problem if the interest being promised is way too high, beyond normal. Now, I think with a blockchain to back it up, you can offer whatever, and as long as there's an exchange, then the exchange will work it out. Now, in the case of BitConnect, you know, BitConnect got really, really big. There were nefarious characters, you know, nefarious miners, you know, just there's a lot of shit that was going on in the background that, you know, most people don't know about. And I'm not going to talk about it because it's all blockchain tech shit, you know. So then, but essentially, you know, something like BitConnect can work if there isn't any negative or nefarious things going on in the background, or even on the front, if there's no negative, you know, what do you call it, FUD and all that stuff. But, you know, it comes with crypto, because crypto being decentralized means that there is going to be fear and all that stuff going on. So, but the question I asked myself, well, is Steem Power a security? Technically, I would think, yeah. And I searched the internet, right, to say, is anyone talking about this, right? And so basically, I did that a couple of days ago. And I found someone on Reddit who asked the same question a day before I searched for it. So a day before I searched for it, there was nothing that I could find of anyone saying Steem and security. And then I searched for it. And the day before I searched for it, someone on Reddit says, is Steem Power security because blah, 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 blah? And I'm like, well, that's interesting. So I'm thinking, even if Steem Power is a security, which I don't know, you know, but because you do get an interest payment for locking up your Steem Power. However, that interest is very tiny. It's tiny. It's not anything to even care about. So I wouldn't, even if Steem Power is a security, it being a problem, I don't think so. However, you know, that's what I think. You know, who knows what lies in the future, right? So that's interesting. So what else I want to talk about? What's my time here? 9 minutes? Yeah, man. So like someone had said to me, Craig, why don't you just stop talking about BitConnect and separate yourself from it? And I go like, you know, from the very first time I got into BitConnect, the whole entire time I was in BitConnect, all I talked about was blockchain technology. It's a blockchain. In fact, I invested so much effort into teaching about blockchain tech. You know, for me, it was all about, man, this is amazing. Look what a blockchain can do. So at this point, no, why would I walk away? The blockchain is still there. The blockchain is working. I'm actually receiving staking rewards right now because I've been staking and I'm earning staking rewards, and it's fun. It looks good. So I'm saying, man, even if it's gonna be a year from now, as long as that blockchain is there and there's value, I'm holding, and I'm gonna have a positive attitude about it. And basically, I am filtering out everything that I've heard from everyone else and only paying attention to what I've heard personally from the BitConnect developers. The last time I heard anything from the BitConnect developers was this. I was on a video chat with Glenn. He was reading something on a screen, whereas he's communicating with the development, him and a whole bunch of others. The development team is communicating with Glenn and some others, top promoters. I'm not that fortunate to have that, So he's communicating, he's reading it, and I'm watching him reading it. So he's in a video chat with me, he's in a communications with them, and he's reading it. And what he says, he says, don't sell your BCC tokens. The developer says 6 months from now, BCC will be right back where it's at. And then, basically the information that he's repeating gave me confidence. And that's the last thing I really heard. After that, actually, what I did is I changed my phone number because Glenn was like, he lives in fear, So he's very, he has an attorney. He's, obviously, he lives in fear because he disappeared. Which, listen, every man has a choice how they want to live. He chooses to live that way, and I agree with his choice. I support his choice. And that's that. I've had a lot of time to sit there and talk to Glenn in person. I know his frame of mind. I know his thinking. I kind of think, man, I respect you for what you do, for how you operate, right? But basically, the way he was communicating with me after BitConnect went down, I didn't want to hear that shit. So I changed my phone number so he couldn't contact me no more, right? And then I had his number in my phone. And then I don't know why, I shouldn't have done that, but I deleted it. I don't know, I wish I hadn't done that because I do want to contact him at some point down the line, but I don't know, man. Who knows, So, and basically I changed my number and stopped communicating with, I only had like this phone number where I would communicate with Glenn, with Trayvon. I think that's about it. That's the only two people who had my number, a couple of other people. So I changed my number just to cut them off. Eventually I started talking to Trey again. But what's my time here? 12 minutes? But why am I talking about right now? What am I talking about? Why did I start talking about all this stuff? There was a topic there was a subject that I was on, and I forgot what the subject is. So yeah, Bitcoin is looking good. I'm not trading, man. I look at the markets and I look at everything is just following along Bitcoin. And I still have the position where my position is holding Bitcoin is the best thing to do. And for the last 2 months, you wouldn't be better off than holding Bitcoin. Like there's nothing else you could possibly hold that's better than Bitcoin in the last 2 months. Other than, actually this month, I think the opportunity of a lifetime is BCC tokens. Because everyone is against it. And anybody in crypto, any successful crypto trader tells you, buy the shit when everybody is pushing it down, when everybody's against it. That's when you buy it. Not when it's like, everybody's all about it. Like, oh my God, it's so great. That's not when you buy. That's when you sell. You buy when everybody's like, fuck that shit, man. That's the bar. You know what I mean? You have no emotion. You buy it up and you sit and you wait. All right, so that's it. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, so that's my flow today. 14 minutes, and man, I'm gonna watch this and see what the hell I said because right now I can't even remember. Like I'm trying to think. Okay, did I miss anything? But I don't know if I missed anything because I actually don't know what I talked about. The name of this channel is RT Intel, short for Artificial Intelligence, because that's my new religion. I have to believe in technology because human beings are fallible, and my cryptocurrency channel that I had before, today I put back all my videos of me reading the book and me singing because I find like those who are using my videos are using them to entertain people, and I figure if they want to use something, go ahead and use those videos. They're pretty entertaining, right?